So for your under-16 Somerset Smash Final, here are your team lineups. For Taunton St Andrews Cricket Club, we have Ben Mason, captain, Thomas Rue, Finley Hedges, Jago Barkley, James Madravers, Freddie Walcott, Danny Walcott, Thomas Watson, Theo Bennett, Noah Jones, Oscar Mack and Humphrey Cooper-Smith.
I know I can try looking for something new, but wherever I go, I'll be looking for you. Some people lie, but they're looking for magic. Others they quietly go insane.
And their opponents, Bridgewater Cricket Club. We have Thomas Bursland, captain, Ollie Gribble, Thomas Ford, Isaac Finch, Vic Frampton, Max O'Farrell, Cormac Cook, Thomas Harris, Zach Webber, Ben Goddard, Brodie Brigden, Charlie Drabble and Sammy Rollinson.
I don't even try looking for something new, 'cause wherever I go, I'll be looking for you. Some people try, but they can't find the magic. Others get down on their knees and they pray. I come alive when I'm close to the madness. No easy love could ever make me feel the same. Make me
Your umpires for this under-16s final are Terry Sterland and Cannon Yaganathan. Opening the batting for Bridgewater, Ollie Gribble and Thomas Ford. And leading out is Taunton.
Good morning and welcome to the Cooper Associates County Ground. You might recognise my voice. My name's Harry Everett. I'm going to be here for you all day. We've got 2 youth T20s for you today. We're starting with the under-16 Somerset Smash final. And Taunton Andrews are playing against Bridgewater. Umpires Terry Sterland and Cannon Jaganathan are coming out to the middle. Scorers Andrew Batzone and Chris Cowley are next door. Free entry people coming in to watch the game today. Taunton Andrews are coming out to field. Extra man up from Devon, Ollie Gribble, who's joined Bridgewater this year. He's going to face the first ball. He's opening for Bridgewater. He's probably going to keep wicket later on as well. So I'm going to have a few guests join me throughout the day. And I will be here on commentary for both T20s. You can watch on the YouTube stream. You can tweet me at Harry Everett _14 or Somerset Twitter. We'll be trying to keep tabs on what's going on. We'll also be back here on Sunday for the major, minor and intermediate cup. So plenty going on. Thomas Ford is the non-striking batter. He's also going to be out in the middle. He's got the red helmet. So Ollie Gribble with the blue helmet, Ford with the red helmet. We are playing with a pink ball. And we're pretty much all set to go. Jacob Barkley is going to open the bowling. And we are all set for play. Yes, remember we're live on YouTube. I'm going to introduce 2 guests I've got in the commentary box. I'm very privileged to be joined by a representative from each club. We'll start with the Bridgewater representative. Go on, introduce yourself.
I'm Darren Ford. I'm the non-striking batsman's dad, so Thomas Ford is my son. Looking forward to an excellent game here this morning.
And we've also got from Taunton Andrews.
Yeah, I can hear that. Sorry, I'm Chris Rue. I am the junior organiser for Taunton St Andrews.
Brilliant. So opening with spinner St Andrews. And Ollie Gribble is edged behind, second ball. Ollie Gribble is not happy. He's got to go for a duck. Nice flighted spin, and he's tried to cut that back foot punch, not moved his feet enough. Marcus Dowd will not be happy with that. He plays for Devon over 50. He's played a lot of cricket for Exeter. Ollie Gribble will come up from Exeter CC to play for Bridgewater. Got 50 for 2s on Saturday. Playing decent level of cricket for Bridgewater 2s. He's got to go early, and that is a big early wicket for Taunton Andrews.
Yeah, that'll definitely sting, but we've got Thomas Thurston coming in next, and he's been in really good form, playing for Bridgewater seconds. He had a couple of 40s in his last couple of games, so in really good form. Hopefully he can score some runs today.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise early wicket that. I like the opening with spin.
very good spin bowler, Jago Barkley. Takes loads of wickets at all levels. Plays for Taunton St Andrews seconds, Somerset under 16s, King's College Taunton. Brilliant bowler.
Yeah, he's definitely had the sign over some of our batsmen over the last couple of times we've met. Unfortunately, particularly my son, it seems. So hopefully he goes a little bit better today.
And we got dads in the commentary box.
Trying to be unbiased, but
We'll moderate the language as well.
There he is, leg spinner again. That's lovely. I love watching a leg spinner bowl. Right on the spot, quite quick, flat, lovely areas. So go on, tell us a bit about the leg spinner, Jago Barkley, that we're getting to watch here.
So Jago is an all-rounder. He's a wonderful batsman as well. He's been opening the batting a lot all his career. He started at Cornwall, moved up from Cornwall when he was about 9, moved to Taunton, joined King's Hall School, switched to the Somerset age group programme, and he's flourished in that. He's in the EPP, which is the emerging player programme at Somerset. Yeah, very, very good bowler, and technically he's a fantastic batsman. Look forward to seeing him a bit later on.
Yeah, started really well there. Just the one full toss in the over. Other than that, it's been pretty much bang on the money. Just one ball remaining. This is being live scored on Play Cricket. So if you put in Bridgewater, Taunton St Andrews Play Cricket, you can see the live scorecard. A little bit short, but he's got away with that. Good running, good single. And a very decent first over that. You've got to say, St Andrews will definitely take that first over. Ollie Gribble had to go. And Thomas Rue with a pretty easy catch behind the sticks. He wasn't worried about that, was he?
No, I don't think he had much time to react. It just fell into his gloves, so he'd be pleased to take that one.
So for those of you who might be a little bit confused, I am slightly ashamed to say that we're not playing overs cricket here. You might be like, why are they bowling from one end? Why are they bowling from one end?
Because it's a 10-ball over, or 10 balls set, as they've come to be known.
So they're going to bowl from the same end for the second set, or whatever you want to call it in this format.
So this is Thomas Watson. Thomas Watson is a Somerset under 13. He's been playing up. No, he's a Somerset under 14 this year. He's been playing up with under 15s. Again, all-rounder, extremely good batsman, very useful at the top of the order, very accurate bowler.
A little bit short his first two balls. This one's scuffed away behind point. It's funny seeing the youngsters running around. Good too, that. The light blue pads.
Yeah, very quick between the wickets, that's for sure.
Yeah, Thomas Watson's father is Steve Watson. He's the deputy headmaster up at King's Hall. Very keen cricketer himself. Plays for Taunton St Andrews Thirds. He's been putting lots of good scores in for the Thirds this season. I think he got 100 last season. Thomas Watson played his debut in men's cricket last week and got 67 and a 5-for.
Brilliant stuff. Yep, so a slow start here for Bridgewater after that early loss of that shock first wicket. I'll give Ollie Gribble a message from instant reaction after his early dismissal. I'll see if he's allowed his phone on the sideline to try and get some inside information from the players.
We haven't got anybody mic'd up out there, have we? Not that.
Not quite that technical yet. That's a work on. We're having a word with Ben Warren for next season if we can work on something like that.
It sounds very dangerous.
These boys are all so thrilled they're having the opportunity to play at the county ground. So a big thank you to everybody who was involved in that decision, allowing this game to be played.
Similar to the first ball of the set, a good bit of diving, fielding from mid-on, keeping that to 1 run. Could have been a 4, pulled straight. It's a bit like Alex Eklund the way he bats with his Bridgewater blue kit on, and that's 2 sets in one end, so they're going to swap ends. Thomas Rue's going to run all the way to get his helmet. There's no slip fielder next to him to carry the helmet for him. He's going to run down the other end, but yeah, I'm pretty jealous. I've never got to play on the hallowed turf down below, and all these 16, 15-year-olds, 13-year-olds, some of them, getting to play here today. I'm rather jealous, but no, great opportunity for them.
Have you played against any of these players, Harry?
Yeah, I played against Ollie Gribble quite a few times. I was due to play against Thomas a couple of weeks ago, but he was out with that concussion, wasn't he? So I didn't actually play against him that game. don't think I've played against too many of the others, actually. Played against Bridgewater and
James
St Andrews.
Travers plays a lot of men's
Yes,
cricket.
I did. Actually, James Travers got me out. Yeah, okay.
Ah.
Thanks for rubbing that one in. I missed a
I
straight
didn't
one.
know that, actually. That wasn't a setup.
No, well played.
And Ben Mason as well plays for our twos a lot, and he's debuted with the ones. I think last week he.
Well, I'm
had
actually
his
playing against
debut.
St Andrews tomorrow, so that's
Ah,
my knee is just about back in action, so I'm not fully fit, but with only one game of the season left to go, I did sort of struggle through last Saturday on a very wet one at Butley, lovely ground. But yeah, I'll be playing St Andrews tomorrow, so a couple of these boys I might, from commentating against to playing against, will be a funny one. Could be a caught and bowled here, yes, great catch. I don't think he moved very quickly, actually. James Travers, saw him playing for Somerset Stragglers the other day, did well at the Wyvern. He's been playing a bit of ones cricket, bit of twos cricket. His long sleeve on. The lad up from Honiton, schooling in Taunton now. He's got a caught and bowled, and Bridgewater in trouble early. I don't think he's moved very well here, James Travers. He's gone with one hand in the end. I think if he moved a bit quicker, he could have got two, but he's taken it, so it doesn't matter. Very casual.
they're watching the replay on the screens. Yeah, James Travers has been playing a lot for King's College Taunton first 11. This year plays a little bit for up at the Somerset under-18s. Very strong cricketer.
Yeah, I played a lot of cricket growing up when I was about his age against Honiton, against his dad.
Yeah,
His dad
Peter-
was a reliable,
Peter Travers.
very reliable cricketer for Honiton in the D division in Devon for years. And his youngster, the younger boy,
Matthew.
wicket
So,
keeper bat. Good player
Matthew does play a little bit for Taunton St Andrews, but he mainly plays for Honiton. He plays his men's cricket with Honiton. He's a Devon under 15. Yeah, very good. Very strong hitting batsman and a good wicketkeeper as well, Matthew Travers.
Yeah, he was keeping for Somerset Stragglers. I went and watched last week on the Thursday.
And he scored a 50 to win the game for Somerset Stragglers against
Yep.
the South Oxfordshire Amateurs.
Yep, that's the game I'm on
I
about.
was there.
Yeah, didn't see you there. We should have known.
I was with my good friend Ian Palmer. Do you know Ian Palmer? He's a regular watcher of all cricket around the county.
Travers into the new bat, back of a length, seaming in. Good bowling that from Travers. You want to introduce the new bat from the Bridgewater side?
Yeah, I believe it's Finley Frampton, but it looks actually like Max O'Farrell. We'll have to wait until the number swaps around. But I've got Finley Frampton as coming in, but I'm pretty certain that's Max O'Farrell.
Yeah, I think it's Max O'Farrell.
Max is a student at Millfield. Has played at Bridgie for a couple of years. Spinner. But a real steady bat, so probably just what we need at this point, just to try and build an innings here.
Yeah, we can see what he can do with all the offside fielders in the ring. That's moving in with Travers bowling. I think that's an optimistic appeal from your lad.
It was moving a lot, doesn't it? Probably going down the leg side.
We've got as good a view, almost as good a view as Thomas Drew has behind the sticks.
Yeah, it kept a bit low though, didn't it?
So obviously Thomas is 12th man and done a lot of fielding, carrying drinks and stuff. How many times has he played on this ground before, other than netting and training pathway stuff?
He's netted and trained. I don't think he's played on this ground. No, he's played a lot for Somerset Twos, but that's always been up at Taunton Vale.
Yeah, of course.
So no, he's as thrilled as all the others to get the opportunity to come and play here.
Brilliant. And is James watching?
James is watching and coaching, actually. If you noticed, well, you probably didn't notice, but before the game he was doing throwdowns with them. He's probably
Brilliant.
sitting there on the sidelines.
Is that he's with them for most games, or just
Well,
for the
when
big
he can,
Yeah.
he'll help out with the juniors. He's
Brilliant.
good at coming along and doing that. But he hasn't had much opportunity to play for the Taunton St Andrews men's first team this year because of the Metrobank 50 competition. And prior to that, I think he's only played 2 games for Saints Firsts.
Yeah, okay. So James and Travis just straight leg side there. Can he get this back outside off stump? Pretty decent first over from the right arm seamer. He's got into the first team as we were saying. Oh, that's seamed in a lot. Bit of swing, bit of seam. Not nice inside edge onto the pad. And yeah, ball definitely dominating bat so far. I'll do a little tweet out, so there's a link for the YouTube stream. Anyone listening in the ground or listening at home, you can share the link with others from the Somerset YouTube channel.
Has that been tweeted out by Somerset, you know, Harry?
I'll send another one out now.
It's,
I'm sure Somerset will retweet them. Okay, there's no run there.
So 9 for 2 off 15 balls, 16 balls.
I was trying not to look, Chris.
So, Matravers steaming in still from the Marcus Gothic Pavilion end. Oh, that's a big use of the feet. That's a wild heave in the end, really. A bit of pressure got to him there. James Matravers, as you accidentally, unintentionally rubbed in earlier, he's good enough for me. Dare say he's not a bad bowler. I can talk him up, really, can I? See what a great bowler he is after I missed a straight one a few weeks back.
It surprised me. It's not really Max's game. He's very, very steady, very correct normally. So.
That was Thomas Watson fielding there. Number 7 on his back. Thomas Watson does have a younger brother, Nicholas Watson, who's also a Somerset junior cricketer, under 13. Exceptionally talented young all-rounder, but he's not playing today, I'm afraid.
More good shape from Matravers. Everything coming in. This is we had this weird. When I was opening the batting against Matravers a few weeks ago, the lad I was opening with said, "Which way's again?" And I thought he was swinging it away. Maybe I don't know whether he meant to. And after I spoke to, I think it was Kev Parsons who opened the batting for St Andrews on that day, he said, "Oh no, everything shapes in, Matravers. Everything shapes in." I thought, "Oh, well, that'll be why I missed the straight one." Well, I completely misjudged it. So my embarrassment. Because everything I've watched from up here, it's all going one way. There you go. Cleaned him up. Stumps out the ground. Matravers has got another breakthrough. The caught and bowled, and now the bowled, and Bridgewater in a lot of strife here. 3 down already.
So did Kevin Parsons score any runs that day?
Yeah, he did actually. Looked alright. He got 40 odd. Yeah, opening partnership. One of the older opening partnerships in the league. Who was in the other end?
Yeah, he was with Martin Jenkins.
That's it.
They've played together for many, many years.
Yeah, they look solid actually. I set the example of how to open the batting now. I covered Joe from Travis before and thought I'm on one today. Nice flat deck. And
So Kevin Parsons has been playing for England under 50s.
Yes, he has.
And he's very hopeful to get to go to the over 50 World Cup. So he's rejuvenated and has been scoring a lot of runs for Taunton Andrews. He's our club chairman. Put a lot of effort into the club and we're very grateful to him over the years.
Finley Frampton coming into bat now. Finley's been playing a lot of senior cricket, playing for Bridgewater Fourths or the Pointers.
yes, why are they called the Pointers? Go on.
Well, formerly they were the team for Hinkley Point. And when that team folded, they were kind of amalgamated into Bridgewater. So it's still got a strong link. I was chatting to a couple of guys that had played originally, that worked at Hinkley and played in that team, and then just moved across seamlessly. But it's a great team to have to develop some of the younger players. We're very, very fortunate at the club that a lot of the younger players are given an opportunity quite early on. So Finley would be 14, I believe.
Yeah, so how many lads here are actually, there's probably going to be a few 13 and 14 year olds. They're not all 15, 16, are they?
Well, I think Bridgewater, we've got 4 under 16.
Yeah, we've got 4 under 16s, several under 15s, and we've got under 14 and a couple of under 13s as well, so it's a good spread.
Yeah, very similar for us.
Yeah, cracking opportunity. Growing up in Somerset, watching your idols and heroes or older brothers playing out here, it's pretty cool to get the chance to come and play. Yeah, I was gutted having lost to Bridgewater in the quarter-final of the, I think it was the Baker Cup, I get confused with the Baker and the Major. Still trying to live my dream to play on the grass down below us.
That final's coming up, isn't it? Is that St Andrews and Bridgewater?
Yes, it's the same final.
Yeah.
So the Major Cup final on Sunday is repeated on Monday in the Baker Cup final. So the 2 scorers next door are seeing a lot of each other the next 5 days. They can see each other 3 times.
Yeah, the Baker Cup final is 4:30 here on Monday afternoon. A couple of the players are out there today, will be playing in that for Taunton St Andrews, a couple of the youngsters. There is a Somerset Seconds game next week. So our final selection is pending on who's going to be playing for Somerset Twos. That's up at Taunton Vale against Surrey.
Do the two selectors sort of understand they want to play in a final, or does Twos cricket come first?
Twos cricket would take priority.
Yeah.
I think if the final were at 6 o'clock on one of the days and the opportunity arose, I think they would be quite understanding about giving the youngsters an opportunity to play in both, but it's obviously quite tiring for them to do both.
Is that so? The Twos game on Sunday, I guess, with Thomas, you get the text, do you? You have to. It's all done through you. Is it
no, it's not actually. It's all done through Thomas. So if Thomas is selected to play, he knows about it before us.
Right. So will you go to Vale on Monday?
Actually, the county championship game is starting on Sunday down at the Aegeus Bowl. So I think at the moment I'm going to go down and watch James play for Somerset in that county championship.
So you're torn between 4 days in Hampshire, a day at Taunton Vale, or the Baker Cup, or the Meiji Cup. You've got so much you could watch.
There aren't many days where I don't have the privilege and joy of watching cricket.
My week's seeming incredibly free now. I mean, busy man.
Right, so back to the leg spinner. From
Jago Barkley coming back on. I think that was his googly. He went straight on.
I really like his action here. Lovely to watch a leg spinner. I was up at Durham last night, 2 nights ago, on my way back down from seeing my brother and sister in Edinburgh, and watched, first I've been to Chestler Street, watched Ish Sodhi bowl, Somerset legend of course, from finals day. That's poor fielding off his own bowling. Mid-off dives despairingly, can't get there. Long on doesn't dive. Right, I'm going to criticise 2 of the 3 there. I think mid-off did well, had to try and dive, was never going to get there. I think the bowler should really have stopped that. And in the end, long on perhaps should have dived across. We had 4 players involved with that bit of cricket. Good shot.
So number 6, who maybe should have got it, that's Ben Mason, who's our captain today.
Set the example from long. Diving across. But no, I think as a bowler, you've got to try and stop them. Say 4 off your tally. That's it, on the spot. But a bit shaky with a single there.
So that's number 1 is the young Danny Woolcott. We've got 2 Woolcotts playing today. Freddie Woolcott and Danny Woolcott. Danny is the younger of the 2. The father, big shout out to Jim Woolcott, who's put in a fantastic amount of effort this year for running our under-15s team. And our under-15s under his guidance and management have been very successful. Won the County Cup, the local League Cup and the League. So mainly thanks to Jim Woolcott and of course all the players.
Bit more flight and that's missed. Going to go through for a bye, I think. Going to give us a bye? No, there's a bit of bat on that. Okay, drop chance. Thomas will be reliving that tonight.
Oh, I think we might be watching that on the live stream.
Here we go, here's the replay.
With the sound turned down, of course. Ooh, stumping opportunity.
So he's either way, Thomas has missed a dismissal here. Is it umpire reckons he's missed a catch and a stumping? Hard to see the bat angle from that angle of the camera. There he is. We'll have to give James one of the earpieces so we can listen to Dad commentating.
You're very welcome to invite him in to take over from me. He knows 10 times more about cricket than I do.
Excellent.
That's Humphrey Cooper-Smith standing there with James and young Felix Bennett. On the subject of shout-outs, I should give one to Petra. Petra, who's been our coach for the under-16s and the under-19s this season, and she's been very dedicated. And thank you to her from everybody at the club for the work that she's put in.
You've made me feel bad now.
I'm handing the mic over to you for your thank yous.
Danny Woolcott with a wide from Scottish Pavilion end.
Yeah, we really should thank Anthony Fursland, Fuzzy Senior, whose son plays for the team. He's pretty much organised everything and is the man around the club that fills in all of the odd jobs and bits and pieces. I went down a couple of Saturdays ago and he was fixing the scoreboard, which is commitment to the club cause, I think. I'm pretty certain he's an electrician.
Is that why he's called Fuzzy?
It wouldn't make him sound like a particularly good electrician, but it could be. His son shares the same nickname, so the Fuzzies, Big Fuzz and Little Fuzz.
Right.
But they are very heavily involved in the club and as a family do an awful lot to support it. So, yeah, thank you to those guys.
There have been 5 fixtures between Taunton St Andrews and Bridgewater, under 15s and under 16s, during the course of the season. So these boys know themselves well. The honours have been shared, a couple of victories for each team. But one thing I have noticed, because I've been present at all those games, is what a wonderful spirit they've been played in, and how lovely the Bridgewater boys are to play with. And that probably comes down from Fuzzy, but I think they've just been really polite and gentlemanly, very little sledging or anything like that.
Great diving effort at point. Don't think it's ever quite going to get there, but good effort to get near it. They're going to come through for 2.
That was Noah Jones, his first mention this afternoon, this morning. So Noah Jones, number 2. He is a Somerset player as well. He's in the pathway. Plays for the under-14s. Exceptionally good golfer. If you ever want, he plays very close to scratch, I think. Plays for Somerset under-18s golf, and good hockey player. Just a very good all-round sportsman.
Well, we've got a person who knows the fielding team fairly well. Knows one of the commentators fairly well as too. Should we? Do you want to do a roux swap?
Really?
Well, go on. We're going to change one roux for another roux to content for the long as you
I
want.
thought you were going to lead with talking of all-round sportsmen.
James Roux, welcome to the commentary box.
Cheers, Harry. How are you?
Yeah, nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. It's good to be up here, actually. First time up here.
There you go. So we've had your dad on comms. Your brother's gone down to Cornwall. Your other brother's keeping. Bit of a family affair, isn't it?
Yeah, saw Charlie last night. You're good mates with him, aren't you now?
Yeah, he's loving it. He's texting me earlier. What's he said now? Oh, Dad's been very excited about this, he says. Hasn't stopped going on about it.
He was so nervous last night.
This is my big breakthrough into the professional world of commentary. I'm expecting the BBC to be on the phone after this.
Oh, we need 4 mics in here. Shall I just... Do you want my mic and I'll just leave you guys to it? No, we can't have all St Andrew. We've got to have some neutrality in here. There's a chance, straight to extra cover. Travers with another easy catch. Well, we saw the caught and bowled of his own bowling. Bridgewater really struggling here. 4 down now. That slapped straight to Travers at extra cover. And well, you must have done some good work, James, with the fielders here, because they haven't dropped that.
Well, I'd like to say I helped a bit, but not really. They've been excellent all comp, I think. So yeah, good to see them here playing at the county ground. Many of them have played there before, so.
We were just trying to work that out. If Tom's ever played.
No, he hasn't.
No, cool.
He hasn't. So yeah, he was pretty excited to play. Yeah, he's done 12th man a couple of times. Did the Bay Cup. 12th man, one of the 50 over games for Somerset this year.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. He's, not. What about that missed stumping then? Go on.
I didn't really see that.
Very diplomatic.
I was probably walking up here.
We'll let you off. You can rewind it on the YouTube.
Yeah, was it bad?
Yeah, a potential catching chance as well, giving us runs.
Oh, that one. I don't count that as a missed chance as a keeper, really.
Harsh. Okay, fair enough. We can't argue with that.
It's Isaac Finch coming into bat. Very aggressive batsman. He's been playing a lot of football this year. He plays for Bridgewater, I believe. So we've lost him to a few football fixtures this year.
Oh, that's almost a leg stump Yorker. Maybe they could have run. Misses everything. Yeah, so Finn Hedges from the Trescothic Pavilion end. Tallish right arm seamer. Oh, that's a full toss. Straight. Oh no, dropped the extra cover. I mean,
Commentator's curse, Harry.
I was just saying.
Just as you were talking about the fielding.
Well, Travers is what happened so quickly. It wasn't a no ball. It wasn't a free hit. Very quiet out there. He's just dropped a sitter. I can criticise him. You've missed me getting ruined for getting bowled by him early in the year, James. So I think he's stumping it.
Stumping.
Yeah. Well, it's all happening. He was well out. I'm not sure what was showing descent. We could see from here that he moved his back foot out of the ground. Having just said how polite the Bridgewater lot were, he's now showing a bit of dissent to the square leg umpire.
Well, I did mention he plays a lot of football, so.
He's not happy. Do we agree? We all agree from up here. We haven't got the best.
Yeah, it looked out, I think.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm amazed you can see from up here, but it's all a blur to me. But
well, we've got dad and brother of the keeper,
yeah.
So we know where that's going to go. But
Just seen the replay on the big screen. Maybe it was a bit closer than I thought, but.
this is okay. Maybe I was a bit hasty. Is his foot on the line? We can't really see from there.
Yeah, it's hard to
Big
say.
screen and it's on here. Maybe his back foot might have still been behind the line, but we're not going to criticise the umpires. We could have been.
Yeah, he's given it out, and if you're giving out, you normally have to
Gotta
walk
go,
straight
yeah.
off.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
He'll be disappointed, I think.
I thought he'd wandered out and lifted his leg, but on the replay, we seems a bit closer. So Hedges, 2 wickets in his 5-ball set. I was at the pilot of the first ever 100 match in England, what, 8, 9 years ago now at Trent Bridge, and everyone got so confused with what's going on with sets and overs and 5 balls and what's happening. But these youngsters seem to know what's going on. They're well drilled and swapping ends, and Thomas is looking like he's going to stand back with his helmet on. No, he's remembered to take his lid off. So James, what have you been doing coaching with them? What's the focus? What was your team talk?
I didn't really give any words of inspiration.
No?
Just hit them a few balls in the field, caught a few throws, and yeah, let them get on with it. Really, they seem to be pretty happy to be out there, and yeah, keen to get going.
That's a bit of a wide one. Not going to be given as a wide. Bit of swing. I was talking to my keeper on Saturday about no man's land. They're going, give some keeper insight. So where Thomas is, he doesn't want to go much further forward than that without standing up, does he?
Not really. No, it's tough on low wickets. This one looks to be a bit low. I think it's been used a couple of times already, but you want to make sure it's carrying enough, so if you get a nick, it does come to you.
Oh, we tend to say he could probably stand up.
Yeah, I think he could.
What do you think stopping him from standing up? We've got a fine leg in place.
Potentially doesn't need to if the batsman's staying in his crease. That's normally a big one for me. If I see the batsman moving out and making it easy for himself, then you tend to get up a little bit more. Maybe for that one. Yeah.
That would have probably been an extra run, wouldn't it? If he was stood up, he probably wouldn't have got there. Are we saying?
Yeah, could have missed that as well. Yeah.
We've got a fine leg in place. It would have only been one extra. But would he maybe narrow the angle though? Would you back yourself to take that?
Yeah, well, yeah, you have to back yourself to be able to take any leg side ball. If you're going to stand up, there's no point in not having that confidence.
Shot 2 extra cover for just 1 run.
But yeah, a lot of batsmen don't like the keeper stood up to the stumps, just because it puts pressure on them from behind, and you feel like you can't move forward as well, so it's harder to drive the ball. People get hit on the shin a lot more, in general, if the ball's moving back to the stumps. But yeah, they haven't used their feet too much down the track. So yeah, Thomas probably doesn't feel like he needs to stand up.
Just backing away leg side a little bit there. Cook maybe a little bit nervous, a bit of pace, or he's trying to open up the offside.
Yeah, relatively new to cricket in terms of some of the players we've got. I think he came to cricket fairly late, but quite a talented athlete. You'll notice later he's very quick in the field, very good fielder.
Well, there you go. He's found that space. He's found the 1 run. Oh, gone for a one-handed pickup down below us. Got away with it.
Freddie Walcott with the fielding.
You've not been coaching one-handed pickups like that, charging him?
No, don't do much fielding myself. So try and keep it simple when I get in the field.
So looking forward to Hampshire on Sunday. When are you off?
We leave tomorrow morning. We've got a training session at the Aegeus Bowl tomorrow afternoon, and then start on Sunday.
Quite 10 days or so for you, isn't it, since the last one-day cup game?
Yeah, I had a bit of a rest. Been back in the last 2 days training. Faced Neil Wagner yesterday in the indoor nets.
Nice. How was that?
Difficult. He didn't bowl me much short stuff actually, but I've played and missed so many times. Just had it on a string.
So when did he arrive?
2 days ago.
Oh, so straight in.
Straight in. Yeah, I think he came straight to the ground for a meeting that we had, and then started training that day, and then yesterday trained indoors.
Bit of bounce in that indoor school, isn't there?
Yeah, it's not the nicest to bat on, especially against some of the seamers.
Yeah, it was a swing and a miss. His front leg's gone leg side, and the ball's outside off stump.
Looks like it stayed a bit low as well.
Yeah, looks like he's trying to heave it over mid-on. No bat on it. Oof, oh, not far away from off stump. I like the Asda sponsor on the wide bench shirts. Quite cool. The clash between the red, the blue, and the green Asda logo. Oh, he's run down a wicket. Probably only be a 1 scramble at the leg side. But then you, can I come back for 2 here? Misfield. Nearly overthrows, but well backed up. Travers backing up, making up for that earlier drop catch perhaps, but he still looks angry at that drop catch.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't be too worried about it. He's got pretty good confidence, James. He's a good player and looking forward to watching him back later.
Yeah, well, you played a bit of first team cricket with him, I guess, this year. He's come up and he's done well.
Yeah, I played quite a lot of school cricket with him as well last year. He's King's boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, big boy as well for his age.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't realise he was only 15. Your dad's already ruined me for getting out to him the other week, so
did you?
Don't need to go on about that anymore.
Bowled?
Yeah.
He bowls big induckers, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was swinging it away. Shocking. You'd have thought a commentator would know something like that, but that's not been live streamed on the.
Yeah,
live
luckily.
stream, fortunately, got away with that one.
What did you get?
Oh, 15 or something. I covered over for 4 before I had this covered.
Big inducker.
Yeah.
Shame.
But, there we go, halfway through the innings. Bridgewater 29 for 5, no batter, managing to strike at 100 from 100 balls. Struggling, strike rate's looking around 50, most of them. No one's really managed to get going. No one's got double figures yet. Frampton 8 off 15 is, well, second to O'Farrell's 9 off 16. So, sorry state really for Bridgewater so far.
Yeah, the boys will be disappointed. I mean, they're very excited to be here and play. I mean, the hope's on these two boys now to try and give us something that we can at least make a game of it, really, I think.
Danny Walcott's going to come and bowl from the Scottish Pavilion, and that's going to be an edge. It's going to be at least 2, surely. Fielders should get round. They're not going to push for the 2. Yes, they are. They're not going to push. Easy run out, surely. Yeah, that was clearly out. He just didn't really turn and sprint. It was a bit bizarre, really. Easy.
Yeah, that was
easy
slightly
run
strange. Yeah.
Nice throw in.
It was very good fielding. You say Thomas Watson?
Don't think there was 2 there in the end, actually.
Good throw. Good bit of glove work from other Thomas Rue, of course. Easy run out. You look here, they sort of, do they run the first one hard enough? They watch and hesitate a little bit. Yeah, he almost laps him, didn't he? The non-striker's down and he was wanting it.
Wasn't really looking until he turned, and then it was too late.
It was actually a direct hit.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah, that's hit the stumps just before he brothers gloves, isn't it?
Yeah, direct hit. Brilliant throw.
Look at that. Yeah, quality. I like the dive. The dive, like the knee slide. It's almost like he's in a Ronaldo goal and like the Sue. He's going to go and do the knee slide. So, yeah, good youth set up at the Wyvern. Kids are keen, the net's often in use through the year. You must love going back, home for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
boys in the net.
Played there so many years, so yeah, when I get time to go back to club training, see everyone, it's have a great time down there.
How often do you actually net at the Wyvern?
Not often.
No.
Go down to throw a few balls at some of my mates, but don't really get to bat there. The net wickets as well on the square are a bit ropey occasionally because we use the. There's been 6 new wickets put in over the last 2 years, and we use those for the matches. So the net wickets are always pretty dodgy.
That's a wide.
Thomas Harris just come in to bat. I should get the thank yous in for Thomas's dad, Rich, who does a lot of umpiring and scoring at the club, and have a real club stalwart that supports the boys. And he's got a whole army of kids. I think he had 3 boys playing in the pointers at one point this season. So
there you go.
Almost a one-man team.
Runs behind square here. Good.
I think he actually turned out for the pointers last season as well. So there was a potential for 4 of the Harrises to be playing in one team.
Good effort. He's given us wide. I don't think that was too dissimilar from the previous 2 run out. Just that was a quicker run too. Both batters committed straight away. Bat was running and they got there safely in the end. Wasn't a direct hit as well. That slightly helps. Sun comes out. The Cooper Associates County Ground. Thanks for their sponsorship as always. So what do Bridgewater want to try and scramble to here? What will they take from this position?
70, 75, anything to bowl at really. We're in dire straits if I'm being fair. But I mean, Thomas is a very confident lad, so he won't be daunted. I mean, he's always very, very confident, irrespective of what level of cricket he plays at.
So I make that 2 Thomases in each team. So there are 3 Thomases in the Bridgewater team, 2 Thomases in the St Andrews teams. We always talk about the triptych of Toms with Lammonby and Cola Cadmore and Abel and Banton.
I think I'd put it down to uninspired and parent, really. Sorry, Chris. I'm including myself in that. I mean, we've got 2 of the Toms, haven't we? So
two of the chaps of commentary have got boys called Tom.
Yeah, I'm cursed with Darren because it's a name you can date really easily.
What, Darren Goff?
Yeah, Darren's are all between, I mean, in their 40s now. Anyway.
Darren Anderton, is that where it's come from?
Yeah.
Right, long off is going to go back. Third man is coming into the ring. It's a long hit. Part of me thinks long off doesn't need to be on the rope. I think you can. Oh, that's a very wide ball. Fair play. Rue Junior. Stopping that. It was off the cut strip. It was in the end. Yeah, long off doesn't need to be on the rope here, does he really? He could be 15, 20 in, I reckon, stop the two.
No, I think it's quite a big hit straight here. Everyone else seems to find it very small, but...
Oh, he's bowled him. Another wicket. Bridgewater now 37 for 7. And that's another one bowled. Danny Walcott bowling one straight onto middle stump, out the ground. That's a good picture. Where's Harry Trump when you need him? Good bit of bowling in. St Andrews bowling pretty well here, James. Pretty happy with that?
Yeah, very happy. It does look like a tough wicket, though. It's clearly been used a couple of times, so never know. Chasing can always be tough, but yeah, be pretty happy with bowling so far.
Just getting a text from the Grammars, and I've got to ask James about his darts. Never seen such bad arrows, considering you play every day in the changing room.
I beat him last night twice, but okay.
Is this the Rue family dartboard, is it?
Yeah, downstairs. Charlie was keen to throw a few last night after dinner, and yeah, took his money.
Oh no! Is that the sport he reckons he's got you covered on?
Yeah, I think for him darts, it's one he's got the most chance at. To be fair, Thomas isn't great either. Yeah, he has beaten me at golf before, Charlie.
Oh, fair enough. I love the competitive.
Yeah, it's
trio.
Good to be competitive against those two.
So
Zach Webber coming into bat. It's one of our younger players.
Oh, that's come in there. He's done well to keep that out. That looked like that was going to castle him again.
Yeah, very competent bat, good bowler.
You might need to have a word with your brother here. He's not counting very well. A bit confusing with the 100 ball form and the sets. And I thought he was going to walk down the other end, but maybe they just decided who's going to bowl the next set. So they are bowling 2 sets of 5 and then swapping ends.
Yeah, I've never played a 100 ball game before, so...
No, it's hard to work out, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I'm a bit appalled that Somerset have all the counties encouraging the format. We've had people tuning off the live stream and sending comments. What are they playing this format for? I was going to read out some YouTube comments.
Yeah, there's probably some funny ones on there.
Yeah. The forbidden format. So wide down the leg side.
Yeah, Finn Hedges bowling from the Marcus Jaskovic Pavilion end.
Better coverage for an under-16s cup final than there was for the under-19 Ashes one dayers. Well done, Somerset. Shame on the ECB as usual.
Some random YouTube comment.
Yeah, half of them got funny names. You can't work out all that. He probably could have cut that behind point, but he's trying to slog it and not got a thing on it.
It's tight to the wide line as well.
Yeah, just got away with it. Mesnil Man says the Somerset stream is once again absolutely superb. Well done to everyone. And FSM the dog says, does this count as Voldemort or not? Voldemort being the Harry Potter reference for the tournament that should not be named often, but good bit of running, good bit of fielding. Yeah, we got a fair few people watching the live stream actually. 175 currently. Not bad for a weekday when people at work and 16th. Facebook live stream as well. Have a look on Twitter, link posted on YouTube or Facebook or on the Somerset website. That's a nice shot. Only going to be 1 run down to the Connaxon Pavilion. Fine leg fielder for 1 run. So can you remember when you were this age, James? Take you back. If you're just tuning in, James, you're on commentary with us. What are you? County Championship, Division 1 leading run scorer. Do you want me to use that title for introduce you? Sorry. Very rude. But back to when you were this age, you know, talk us through how it is to get opportunities like this.
Yeah, I never actually got to play at the county ground this age. But I do remember playing here. It's such a good experience. I always love going out there now, but yeah, when you first get to play here, it's unbelievable. Really, it's just taking it all in with the stands and stuff because you don't get to play at grounds with stands before. So yeah, I remember it being such a good experience.
That's a nice shot. It was a full toss, but straight to... Oh, deep covers. Fun with it. Can they get to? Yeah, good running from Bridgewater. Thompson have been all over Bridgewater with the ball, but they have slipped in a couple of wides and a couple of misfields lately. Travers with a drop catch, a couple of misfields for 2, a couple of wides, and I'm not saying Bridgewater necessarily getting back into this game. They're still not even on 50, but Give him a lifeline, maybe.
I don't think even the most partisan of commentator could suggest we're back in the game yet. But
Got to find some
these
glimpse
two
of
lads
positivity.
look to be going on reasonably well in terms of what we've seen today. 3 and 2. They're both young lads, but they're both really confident. Yeah, fingers crossed.
We'll have to get a Commentary Rock selfie with the Bridgewater. Are we ready?
Do you want me in it?
Yeah, there we go.
Go on your Twitter.
Yeah, we'll put that on. They'll love that. What have we got? James bowling from the River End. Jago Barkley, the leg spinner. Really like Jago Barkley. You faced him at all, James?
I've not, but
right-handed against the under-16s or something like that?
I kept him in the warm-up this morning, and I thought his bowling's improved a lot. The last time I saw him, he was bowling tiny bit too slow and maybe a tiny bit too much flight, but today it looks unbelievable, and I think that's probably why he's doing so well at the moment. He gets so many wickets, and he's got great skills as well.
Up in the air. Going to push for 2. Yeah, good running. It's good arm as well, actually.
That's a direct
direct
hit.
hit from there. What an amazing bit of fielding that is. The ball's nearly gone to the boundary. That is one of the best throws I've ever seen from under 16. And to be fair to the batter, his hands are aloft. There's nothing he can do about that. That is freak fielding, really, isn't it? You'd be happy if, I don't know.
Tom Avery would be happy with that.
Max Waller, any of the best fielders of the last 20 years would be happy with a direct hit from, wide, deep mid-wicket, deep long on almost. Look at this replay. Your brother's ready for the stumps, ready to take it. And look, doesn't need to take it. Ball hits the stumps. What a throw. That was well out.
I'm just disappointed. I was about to tell you the story of when I played against Jago Barkley. But,
Go on, tell us it anyway.
Well, we played against each other. He didn't bowl at me at all because I didn't bat, but I did beat him in a press-up competition, so that's a claim to fame. So when he goes on to greater and bigger things, which I'm sure he will, hopefully we'll remember that I beat him in a press-up competition.
I was not expecting that to come out.
I'm trying to drift away from cricket.
Just trying to distract us, talk about anything else.
I think I can see my house from here as well.
Oh, so you're going to admit that you're a Bridgewater cricketer, but you can see your house from the Taunton?
I live just on the other side of the Quantocks there, so technically I can't see them, but I can see the Quantocks from my house. So.
Getting desperate here. As they are 8 down, Bridgewater. Well bowled. Really impressed with Jago Barkley.
Is that a seagull on the pitch I see?
Yeah, Jago's got so much control. Bowls at great pace now, and he's got good googly as well. I think the googly was the ball that just got the run out, the inside half the deep mid wicket.
So who's taught him the googly? Do you reckon? Is that him watching on telly or someone at St Andrews?
I think he does watch a lot of leg spinners on telly. Yeah.
You didn't bring Ish up to the wide end, Ish to give him a bit.
I didn't. No, would have been good to get Ish talking to Jago, but I'm sure he's probably watched him a bit.
Yeah, I said I was at Durham on Wednesday night. Great to see Ish back in action in England.
Should mention Ben Goddard coming into bat. More of a bowler.
Oh, bowled him. Another wicket. Jago Barkley is cleaning up here. He has bowled beautifully today. That's another bowl. We're getting a lot of the wickets for St Andrews.
Just as I described him as more of a bowler. I think he's the leading youth wicket taker. So hopefully we'll get to see him later on if we can get a few more runs on the board.
I think he's just slid that one through out the front of the hand a bit more. Maybe stayed a bit low, but give the bowler the credit. Is that an Instagram story, Harry?
Yeah, I'm trying to put it up for the followers. What are you? Put Instagram or Twitter? What's your Twitter page?
James Roy 15, I think.
You don't really use Twitter much, do you? Too young.
I don't tweet, but I do enjoy looking at your tweets. Yeah, that's me.
Combox, Roo family selfie, and a quiet Bridgewater commentator.
Sure, Charlie will enjoy that tweet.
Right. What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't tweet, but people seem to still follow me. Not that interesting.
Does your dad do Twittering? Oh no, do I need to at you as well?
Oh, we're actually calling it the wrong thing as well, aren't we?
Oh, we don't call it X, do we?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that. Don't get into politics, mate. What's Mr. Roo's Twitter then? Do I even follow you?
Feels like I'm surrounded by
follows you.
celebrities.
There you go.
There's that Taunton St Andrews, sorry, TSA.
Right, well, what can the last wicket partnership, can they do a Timmy Groenewald and a Jamie Overton, or a Jack Leach and a Josh Davey, or a Jack Leach and a Ben Stokes?
Brodie Brigden is the batsman that's just come in, just played that lovely shot.
Any other last wicket partnerships? Feel free to suggest on the YouTube comments. What can Bridgewater do here?
Jago's still bowling with great control from the river end.
Yeah, he hasn't really let it go. He hasn't really bought a bad ball, has he? I can't remember. Can't remember him dropping it short. Can't really remember one wide. Head's gone a little bit there, but still on the spot.
His figures are 16 balls, 2 for 10.
Yeah, serious bowling that.
Optimistically, Bridgewater did restrict the last team we played in this format to less than 50. So, although that was a 10-over game. No, it was whoever we played in the semi-final. No, I should know really, shouldn't I? I was there. Rain affected. Both teams are really keen to get the game on, which is great.
Yeah, chance of a bit of rain this afternoon, but we're looking all right so far. 1 wicket remaining for St Andrews to get. Surely they're going to get it before the innings is over.
I hope it doesn't rain. I've got a barbecue planned. So.
You mean you're not staying for the next game? That's a criminal offence. Right, get him out. Next commentating.
Or the Waller testimonial game this evening.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you'll be that, I'm sure. We just
I'm playing.
We've crossed out Maxwell and put Pete Trigo because your dad thought it was a Pete Trigo testimonial.
No, it's over at Taunton Vale.
As Max texts you to make sure you advertise that, and we dropped that in a few times.
He actually didn't.
Oh, we'll do it for him then.
But yeah, I feel like I'll help him out a bit. So anyone listening, get down there. Taunton Vale, 5:30 start.
Yep, still tickets available on the door, I think. I think it's a tenner. And the £5 for kids. Get there straight after the under-90s. And he's bowled him. James
Travers.
He's finished it off. Go on, James, you have the final word.
You put pressure on me now. Travers knocks the stump back. It's gone a long way back, actually. Big inducker, specialises in those, as you know well, Harry.
I don't think my middle stump went out the ground quite that far, but yeah, it's fair comment.
And it finished the innings.
Yeah, that is the end of it for Bridgewater. They were 1 for 1. Ollie Gribble went quite early, and it didn't get much better for them after that. They got to 44 for 9. A little bit of a last wicket partnership. We thought, are they going to do something special? But the ground staff are on already. When he started at half-10, they were on mopping up the wickets, and well, it's going to be quite an easy chase, surely, for St Andrews this.
Are we saying it's a very difficult wicket to bat on?
No.
Well, I think that's the positive way to look at it from a Bridgewater point of view. But yeah, you never know really. It does look used, as I said, but they're traditionally very good wickets here, so I'd like to think the St Andrews are in the driving seat.
Sophie Luff has just sent the message in. Western Storm legend, commentator here. She's tuning in, looking forward to it. She's going to get Taunton Vale this evening as well.
Yeah, she's playing for the Path Players team.
The absolute hero. She was at Hove last night. She's in the legends. Max Waller, Tim Groenewald, Keith Parsons, Pete Trigo, Myberg, Chris Jones, always remember him, legend, that
Is Pete
130.
Trigo playing?
Of course he's playing. Alex
I
Barrett,
might go.
not playing Sydney this year. Steve Kirby, Zimbabwe Kitch School, Sophie Luff, Azhar Ali, Pete Trigo's best mate, Richard Levi and Jamie Overton. What a bunch that is. So
Strong side.
we'll turn the mics off and have a little 5-10 minute breather up here while St Andrews get ready to come out and bat and Bridgewater get ready to field.
stage. It's under 16 Somerset smash final. Bridgewater scoring 46 all out from 71 balls, requiring Taunton St Andrews to get 47 in the second innings. Just let everyone know the Stragglers Coffee House at the bottom of the Marcus Dress Gothic Pavilion is open all day for all your food and drink requirements. And following this final, there'll be a presentation headed up by one and only Tom Abel.
My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. You cast a spell on me. You hit me like the sky fell on me, and I decided you look well on me, So let's go somewhere no one else can see you and me. Turn the lights out now, I'll take you by the hand, and you another drink. Drink it if you can. Can you spend a little time slipping away from us? So stay with me. I can make you glad you came. The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. You cast a spell on me. You hit me like the star fell on me, and I decided you look well on me, So let's go somewhere no one else can see you and me. Turn the lights out now I'll take you by the hand, and you another drink. Drink it if you can. Can you spend a little time is slipping away from us? So stay with me. I can make you glad you came. The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. So glad you came. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that comes is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just hurt me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Just to let everyone know, after the conclusion of the under 16 Somerset smash final here today is the under 19s club T20 final. So we'd like to stay around for that one. That kicks off at 2:30.
If a good job in the city
So we welcome back the umpires to the square before the commencement of the second innings. Taunton St Andrews requiring 47 to win this under-16 Somerset smash final.
I shouldn't call you in this days. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one who is trying to be the only one. Don't want you in my mind, but on your side. If you let me be the only one, there will never be a lonely one. I can't go on hoping that you might stand by. There's a million other people here tonight. You know I could have a good one if I lie. Yeah, you ain't gonna have to love me, there's no lie. I can't stay on standby. There's a million other people here tonight. I can't stay on standby. You should call me before I go. 'Cause I got options, don't think I don't. There's something good though, can feel more. You should call me before I go. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one who is trying to be the only one. Don't want you in my mind, but on your side. If you let me be the only one, there will never be a lonely one. I can't go on hoping that you might stand by. There's a million other people here tonight. You know I could have a good one if I lie. Yeah, you ain't gonna have to love me, there's no lie. I can't stay on standby. There's a million other people here tonight. I can't stay on.
Well, welcome back to the Cooper Associates County Ground. We've swapped out James Rue for his dad, and Bridgewater are going to take the ball to try and defend 46 all out. Very low scoring game here. We have got a Bridgewater fan in the box, a dad of one of the players.
I'm a dad of the opening bowler by the looks of it. So Thomas Ford opening up the bowling. Right arm quickish.
Ben Mason will have faced him a few times before. Taunton Andrews skipper Ben.
Yeah, decent wheels that. Down the left. Oh, look at the helmet.
It's yeah, Ben and Thomas and Thomas Rue will have played each other quite a lot through Somerset age groups, and Ben played for Devon for a number of years, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He played. He scored a lot of runs for Devon's for Devon up to under 12, then moved across to Somerset. He's been in the EPP programme. He's also playing for Somerset under 18s, who've got a very important game on Sunday. It's the final of the National Counties under 18 competition. Ben Mason playing for Somerset. It's against Warwickshire under 18s. It's being played at Kibworth in Leicestershire.
Yeah, how well's James Thiedham looked with the ball the last couple of 18s
Very
games?
good, yeah. He's been burning exceptionally well. A couple of other Devon boys in that team. Blaze Baker has been playing for them.
Seb Linnett?
Seb Linnett, yeah,
Very good
he's
player.
scored a lot of runs for Somerset under 18s.
Yeah, I coached him a bit of Blundells. I think he's going to go far. I'm really excited for him. Batter and an off spinner, playing for Exeter CC now. Up from he was previously at Teignmouth and Shoulden. Ooh, bit of pace from your lad here. Quite get on that. Yeah, yeah. I played cricket with James Thiedham, and he was playing Sandford's second team last year in the C Division East, and now he's blowing teams apart in Somerset under 18s.
Yes.
He's playing the second team. Ridiculous how a winter of bulking up and getting a bit of pace can improve so much. His dad, of course, played for Somerset. A few stories of Matt Thiedham and Pete Trigg on nights out and away trips. Yeah, well, Ford, probably one of the quicker bowlers on side. Oh, that's going to go for 4. Just in front of point, cover point region. Slapped aerially for 4. I'd say he's in control, but probably didn't want that to go in the air. You'd have coached him hit that on the carpet, wouldn't you?
I'm not going to make any comments at all about Thomas's batting.
I reckon he was trying to bat for punch that on the ground and just a little bit early on it. He's got it in the gap and it's gone for 4.
Does that mean I should stay away from commenting on
No,
Thomas's
no.
bowling. I didn't-
Yeah, if you don't realise, we've literally got the batter and the bowler's fathers on comms, so I haven't got any kids. I can say what I like about both of them, and you're not going to tell me off. That's a full toss, inside edged, full leg side, dived over the ball there at mid-wicket. It's going to be 2. And it's going to continue to be commentator's son versus commentator's son, as Rue keeps the strike. Yeah, first batter to get 100 strike rate, to get an early boundary as well. There weren't many boundaries in the first innings. In fact, there was 1 boundary in the whole innings.
Wow.
1 boundary to Max O'Farrell. And I'll be honest with you, I can't even remember where that was. Can you?
Me neither, no.
Over to Colin Atkinson, I think.
Yes. Well, minded. That's back of a length, and that's hit him amidships, you could say. He's not
Yeah, I'm
hurt.
surprised to hear it's Max that scored the only for the game, because he would probably be our steadiest batsman. Scores an awful lot of runs, but is very controlled in the way that he bats. And so to find he's our most explosive batsman probably tells you a little bit about the game.
So both these batsmen and bowler are all playing in the Whipple 1 tomorrow. Got Ben and Thomas Rue playing for Taunton St Andrews firsts. They're at home to Lansdowne. And then we've got Tom Ford, who's playing for Bridgie first tomorrow. They're playing Froster down at the Parks. Should be a good game.
On debut tomorrow, so
No O'Shane Thomas for Foster anymore to scare the living daylights out of club
No.
cricketers.
We played against Frost. Taunton St Andrews first played Froster last week, and it was a great day out, 'cause it was the Froster Beer and Music Festival
Hey,
at the
cool.
same time.
I bet that
was
was
a real
great.
party. The party started at 1 o'clock when the cricket was going on. Great sight to see Toby Williams-Thomas bopping around on the pitch when he was fielding.
Yes, I remember playing against William Thomas. Pre-season game, Sanford against St Andrews. Yeah, whacks it, pulls him off spin, doesn't he? Gives it a whack.
is Ben Mason on strike now? They have changed, haven't they?
Yeah.
About time give.
I should mention Ben
Give
Mason's
a hand
excellent
about.
GCSE results.
Did he do it?
Apparently did very, very well.
He's got a very talented little younger sister as well. Plays for the Somerset under-13. She's going a long way. She's a lovely girl and a very good cricketer.
Oh, that's a good ball, that.
Yeah.
Player miss outside the off stump. That's tailed in a little bit. Work on his in-swing delivery. That have been, do you coach him? Do you?
I'm afraid I am a non-cricketer. I've been playing cricket this season for Stokes and Gregory in Division 7 Red, I believe it's called, and averaging 6 with the bat, so flying. And so I try and stay completely out of Thomas's cricket because he knows far more than me about it.
Bowling well.
Really great start here. What I'm seeing from just off at the pavilion end, and yes, Thomas Rue at that back foot punch through cover point for 4 and an inside edge for mid-wicket for 2. But other than that, been a few plays and misses, good area. Not giving much away here.
I think we're going to need some solid bowling.
Yeah, Ben Mason, captain today of the Taunton St Andrews team. He's also been captaining the Somerset under-16 team, who had a very good cup run. They nearly got to the national finals. The national stages of the under-16 cup competition. But, lost, I think, to Devon in their last group game.
Yeah, I was coaching the Devon Youth and under-10s game. Devon Youth against Somerset Youth of the day, under-10s game. Matt Council's at Huntsville Cricket Club. He's involved in the foundation, a lot of work in this competition. Cracking spot, Hunts. Well, enjoy going to the youth games. You get to see different things, different kids for the future, and it's a real exciting way to spend the summer holidays, I think, following youth cricket around. And of course, Michael Vaughan's son Archie Vaughan's been playing with Thomas for Somerset Twos.
Yeah, he
Did right the other
captains
day,
the
didn't he?
3-day team.
Yeah.
He scored a marvellous 97 this week in the 3-day game at Taunton Vale for Somerset under-18s.
Got a few wickets as well.
He bowls very nicely, actually. Yes, he got several wickets in that game. That was against Warwickshire, who are our opponents on Sunday.
Yeah, good side
We-
Warwickshire, aren't they?
The Somerset under-18s put on 540 in the first innings, thanks largely to a tremendous double century from Jay Terry, who's another Taunton St Andrews player. He's 18 years old, so he's not playing today, but that was a tremendous innings.
Yeah, I played against him a few weeks ago as well. He's an exciting, Talent. Hits a clean ball, doesn't he?
He does. Well, he's going off to Australia. He's left school at Kings Bruton. He's going off to Australia this winter. Going to be playing for the University of New South Wales. So good luck to him on his journey down under.
Lovely shot. You politely ignore your son's lovely shot over the top. Bopped straight down the ground. Lovely timing. Almost a half volley on middle and leg stump. But almost Yorker length. Did well to pick that up straight for 4. And that's 2 boundaries for Thomas Rue. Is more than Bridgewater hit altogether.
Thomas Thurston bowling.
Gone again there. Another boundary. Successive boundaries. And Thomas Rue showing his class here.
Thomas Thurston disappointed. He's a very clever bowler. Has made a number of appearances for the Somerset age groups through the years. Would you say he's a bowling all-rounder or a batting all-rounder?
I think of him more as a bowler actually, so a bowling all-rounder.
Oh wow, we've seen the full array now. Reverse switch hit from Thomas Rue, smashed it for 6 over third, and dismissive batting.
No comment.
No comment. Well, I think now's a good time. James Bryce has just put in the live chat saying, Chris, you deserve a big thank you for all the work you do with the youth section at TSA. Great work, Chris.
Oh, well, thank you very much to James Bryce, and thanks very much to Somerset County Sports for putting so much into Taunton Andrews, especially Richard Bryce, who was president for many years, been a fantastic supporter of the club in very many ways.
Oh wow, and he's gone again. Could he be caught here? Deep square leg, great catch. He's tried to play one shot too many and a bit daft really. Thomas Rue, overly confident there you could say. He's just hit 3 boundaries in a row. And then he's hit it straight out to square leg. Good catch. That's a key breakthrough for Bridgewater.
Quite long boundaries here, actually, for under 16 game.
Father thoughts? Silly shot?
Well, not really. It was a full toss, and we tried to put it out of the stadium, and maybe didn't get hold of it properly.
You could say that there's probably 100 yards of that boundary. It could have gone and there's one man out there, and there's about a 5-yard space. He didn't want to hit it.
I think we need to credit the fielders. And absolutely
it was a great
catch,
catch, low down.
Thomas Harris, we moved really well, got to it quickly, got low down, took a great catch. So, yeah, credit for Thomas.
They'll remember that moment. Thomas Harris, a rare highlight, and otherwise pretty tricky day for Bridgewater, who are already nearly halfway towards defeat. But the Travers in at 3, I would guess.
This is Theo Bennett coming at number 4.
Number 3?
Sorry, with number 4 on his back. He's coming at number 3 with number 4 on his back.
Yeah, Theo Bennett, right-hander on strike here. Oh, he's had a waft of that. Ollie Gribble's taken that well up to the stumps, Ollie Gribble. Kept for extra 2s for a while. Didn't quite get into extra first team, and now he's at Taunton School. Gribble's moved to Bridgewater. Not getting in Bridgewater first team, but keeping and scoring runs back in the top 5 for Bridgewater 2s. And
Terrific keeper.
yeah, 2 very good keepers on show, both sides. Have an opening bat, right-handed opening bat, he keeps wicket. Play through the Devon age groups. I remember playing against him when he was about 13 and couldn't hit it off the square, but was technically correct. And just looked quality, and it irritated the hell out of us when they were losing and no one else was scoring runs for them, and we just couldn't get him out. We wanted to get the full bowling points, and he just blocked it at Creedy Park a few years ago.
He's a very talented all-round sportsman. Actually, Ollie Gribble is squash. He's one of the best squash players in the southwest England.
You'll like this story, actually. I got tickets to the Commonwealth Games, and not a squash player myself. Went into this, I don't know anyone in Birmingham. Went into the squash centre, and I thought, I'll go and watch something different. And there's the whole Gribble family. Harry, what are you doing up here? Didn't realise they were so into squash. Ooh, bit of a misfield, extra cover. Going to be a push for 2, but yep, they are going to get 2. Good running, good throw in the end, but the extra cover fielder probably should have dived and stopped that.
Clearly squash is good for cricket. Your boys both play squash, don't they?
They played a lot of squash, actually, yeah, from a very young age.
Is that your influence, getting in squash?
I played a little bit at school, and when I worked up in London I used to play, but in those days nobody used to go to the gym. So at lunchtime and after work, squash was the only thing that we used to do.
Was no ball.
But
so squash before cricket, or similar?
They started playing at a very young age, yeah, probably 3, 4, 5, something like that. They started playing squash.
just coming in with you and mucking about in the
Yeah,
squash
just
ball.
learning to, the ball coming up from different angles, just to help their reactions. And then they got into playing in competitions around the West Country, and that's where they came across Ollie Gribble.
Played against each other a few times.
Yeah.
Oh, good throw, direct hit. It's actually going to be potential buzzers here. They say don't run to a misfield, but you wouldn't really call it a misfield. A direct hit, ricocheted off the stumps, and they got a bonus run. Yeah, it's interesting. You think squash, you think of Tom Banton with his wrist from hockey in the reverse sweep. But squash isn't a sport you think of many cricketers playing, but you reckon it's that angles coming off the walls that's helped a lot.
Yeah, it just helps your reactions and
The Saints move on
general
to
fitness as well.
29
Yeah.
for one.
But in the Somerset squad at the moment, there's quite a few
20 balls
strong
to win.
squash players. So, well, obviously, Mike James plays quite a little bit. Tom Lammonby,
yeah.
very good. They
Another
have,
ex, him and Gribble and Lammonby played a lot at Exeter Squash Club next to the cricket ground. It's the same
Yeah.
venue. The bar for the cricket club and the squash club is all in one building.
Ben Green is very good. He
Yeah.
plays. Casey Aldridge has taken it up.
Saw him
he's-
walking down the road earlier on.
Tom Banton plays as well. So. Ooh,
That's going to
dear.
be 5 wides. And this bowler, your lad here, has as many boundaries as his whole team do in the first innings, dare I say.
Thank you, that's very
We
kind
were
of
about
you.
to say that. Like,
And I mean,
he's bowled well.
I think anyone that's seen Thomas bowl will probably say he's fairly quick enough, but he does have that in him, doesn't he, Chris?
The occasional delivery causes problems for the keeper.
Yeah, I don't even blame Ollie Gribble that. I'm not going to get there, even with his shocking mullet wearing him down.
It is a shocker.
It is, yeah. I don't know what that's got into Taunton schoolboy. They shorter Scothic's not taught him to have a terrible haircut like that. Full toss outside off stump. Good bit of fielding, no run. Yeah, Bridgewater booked their place in this final with a comprehensive victory over Claverham. 3 for 8 from Tom Fursland. Claverham got 47 off a 50 ball game, that was, because there's been so much rain around. Big kudos to the teams in this tournament to get 50 ball games in, because they couldn't always get 100 ball games in.
A big shout out to them as a club because they were very keen to get the game on.
Oh, that's a beauty. He has bowled well. He's bowled maybe one full toss and a 5 wides is over, yes, but the balls that have pitched outside off stump have been hard to play. A little bit of movement, a used pitch.
I'm quite keen for a change of bowling because I find it incredibly awkward to commentate on my own son. So,
Yeah, Tom hooked forward at 29 off 18 to help get the final state. Actually, didn't see much for the bat today, but bowling right here, so he's got the talent to do both, hasn't he? You see, you don't want to talk about him, but
well, Chris has seen him bat, and batting in the family is not our thing, I guess.
well, you take 29 off 18 in the semi-final.
He can bat, but not necessarily a very high level when it comes across quality bowlers. I think he'll struggle. But bowling, yeah.
So St Andrews beat Dean Dragons, the local derby. That was their semi-final.
That was a
in the
quarter
early one,
final.
and then Ilminster, sorry, in the
We
second.
played
semi.
Ilminster in the semi-final. Can I say hello to Craig Rice, the Ilminster coach, fantastic stalwart of Ilminster Cricket Club.
Oh, slower ball, I like that. Very good.
We had a great game
Backhand, didn't
against Ilminster in the semi-final. Ilminster posted 126. Managed to chase them down thanks to James McTravers, who we haven't seen batting here today.
You reckon he'll bat next? I thought he might have batted 3. Was he
He'd probably come in at 4.
Yeah. Yeah, he got runs down there. Francis Caswell hit 51 out. That's a good effort and a losing cause for Ilminster. Yep, Saints winning by 6 wickets. Well, I reckon they might win with more wickets in hand this game, but you never know. 38 for 1, only chasing 46 if you're just tuning in. Mason can take as long as he wants here.
Theo Bennett at the other end, number 4, is an exceptionally good hockey player. His mother, she's Laura Bennett, who's now at Taunton School, hockey coach. Father Nick Bennett, good cricketer himself, coaches our junior section. He's got a younger brother. Look out for Felix Bennett, exceptionally talented young man. I think we're going to see him coming through the Somerset age group programme quite strongly over the next year or 2.
Changing the spin, Maxwell Farrell. He's been playing Bridgewater thirds this season. Had quite a lot of opportunities. Bats really well as well. He's at Millfield. Works really, really hard on his game. Does a lot of practice. Always in the nets.
Right, how many more balls Taunton Andrews going to use to knock this off? Ah, nice flighted leg spinner, like that.
Good ball.
Good start that. I'm just going to see a change. Long on is going to go a little bit wider. Cook down below us. 5 yards off, sensibly. I reckon he could even be 10 off. You do well to hit a 6 straight down the ground as an under 16. Did see James Drew reverse, switch it over third, but a bit different with the pace on the ball and hitting it behind square.
I think that was Thomas Drew. I don't think James Drew would ever hit a 6 switch hit over 6.
James commentating on top. Yeah, absolutely.
Have to bow to your great knowledge, Chris, I think.
Yeah, should be able to tell them apart, really, shouldn't we? Alright, he's going to bring him up now. Long on and long off, up into the ring. I like this. Newish batter, 4 off 6 balls. Not that 5 off 11 is that different to a 4 off 6, really. But
Actually, a confident lad. He'd love to get a wicket here.
use of the feet, straight back to him. No run.
Which year is he in at Millfield? Does he play for the?
He's just done his GCSE, so same year as my Thomas.
So he'll be in the Millfield first team, the Mayor's team next year.
Yeah.
And the captaincy of Archie Vaughan, who we mentioned earlier on. Ooh.
That is out. Yep, another decision. All the decisions seem to be that end. The run outs, the stump ins, or most of them at least. In fact, quite easy decision that one. Ran down the wicket, missed it. Good bit of work from Ollie Gribble behind the sticks. And umpire Jagadatha puts his finger up.
I'm actually super pleased to get a wicket at county ground, so
Give somebody else an opportunity to come out and experience batting on the wicket.
yeah.
So this might be James Travers. It's
Yeah, playing against James Travers earlier in the year, he whacked our overseas spinner for straight sixes at the Wyvern over the netting. They're very good using his feet and whacking it downtown.
I think this is Noah Jones actually.
Get my binoculars out.
See the number on the back. Noah's wearing 2. Turns around.
Yep, Noah Jones on the
Yeah.
2. That's it. Again, quite tall for.
Yeah, he's a good hard-hitting top-order batsman. He used to bowl with pace, but doesn't seem to have been bowling this season. He's been playing in the Somerset Pathway 14s. I mentioned earlier, he's such a good golfer, such a good hockey player. His father, Simon Jones, brilliant hockey player in his day.
Not the England Simon Jones.
Probably, don't know. Simon, could you message in and say whether you ever played for England? He was certainly played for Somerset, and I think he's president of Somerset Hockey Club. Yeah, Somerset Hockey.
Right, so they're going to swap over ends. I think the game will probably be completed from the river end now, you'd have thought. Just a 6 to draw level, 7 to win.
Actually looking in surprisingly good spirits. I can see Cormac Cook there running in and smiling and laughing, so still being pretty positive about it.
So this is your chance, guys. Anything else you need to say? Any notes you prepared? Anything you have to shout out or say? Get them in now before we.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody that hasn't been mentioned from our team.
Any parents are going to give you a telling off. They're not mentioned.
Oscar Mack, he fielded well and bowled. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get a chance to bat. Freddie Woolcott has been brilliant with our under-15s all season. Doesn't look as if he might get a chance to bat, but he would have liked to have come out to the middle. He smashes it. He would have liked to hit a few 6s here.
Yeah, Oscar Mack. Bowled 10 balls, 6 dots, 7 runs.
I'd say that Bridgie have done a great job of making sure that everyone gets a bat today.
Yeah.
All about development for players.
Yeah, well said. To their credit, Bridgie haven't given up after the first innings. It's going to be a well-run 2 here. But now you've got to credit Bridgie. They fielded well. They got a couple of wickets. They haven't rolled over here. It could easily have been a 10-wicket win. They've got 2 wickets. You know, they put some effort in. They bowled some decent deliveries. They've at least
It was
made
a terrific catch from Thomas Harris.
Yeah.
That was absolutely incredible.
Sharp stumping from Ollie Gribble.
Yeah. definitely had our moments. Probably not as many as St Andrews, that'd be fair to say.
We've had quite a good day in the office, haven't we? I think we made those early inroads at the top of the innings, and that was critical.
We better read out all the YouTube comments before you get to the end of this match. Now 3 runs to draw level, 4 to win. Someone's very Paul Smith obviously didn't have his noise on sound, talking about being squash players. We've done that for 10 minutes. God, these people who put comments in without the sound up. And people asking about the Rouge sibling. Oh, we've gone through that enough as well. Come on, guys. Turn your volume up. Yep, 230 people listening and watching on the YouTube stream now. Tempted pull shot. Maybe. Oh, he's given it. I thought it might have been a bit high. He's not happy. He's got to go. Then he's shown his bat like he might have hit it. We'll show you a replay. Gone for the pull shot. I thought it was a little bit high. He has gone across all 3. Outside off stump. Thoughts here, you two? Got to be high, isn't it?
How about Thomas Thursday?
I would trust the umpire entirely. He's umpired really well in this game. Thanks also to our scorers. The proxy links to us, Andrew Batstone. Thank you, Andrew, for scoring today.
Too early to say we're right back in it.
Oh, I can see the bat is a bit aggrieved there because it has it nearly in the box. He has gone to pull it, so he'll be thinking that's going over the top and the ball's still rising, but we'll watch the replay again and again.
Ben Mason.
Ah, no, that's Ben Mason gone. This is Freddie Walcott coming in.
I was going to say Ben will get plenty of opportunities for cricket coming up.
Yes.
I'm sure, so he'll be disappointed now, but
Still not seeing Matravers.
No, I think it's been very good of James Matravers to stand aside and let other people get a chance out there in the middle.
Well, catch. Yeah, Freddie Wilcock, we saw the big lad left arm thrower down below us. He's a left-handed batter. Can he knock off the remaining 3 runs? Will he try and do it in style? Will he try and do it in 1 ball? You never know. Could there be a collapse?
Can hit a big ball.
I think the question's more, can Brodie Brigden knock off the remaining wickets?
Ah, I like this. I like this. Bit of banter between the 2 sides. We've got to have fighting spirit. Positive push up here. Right, everyone's going to be in the ring except deep mid-wicket. Not really a cow corner. Ah, change of field here. What's it doing here? They're going to change it around. And we are now going to have everyone up in the ring on the leg side and deep covers going back. Not sure who's going to cover driving. Oh, it's a wide. That's a shame. Don't want to give him any extras here. I can't afford to give him any extras. Already given him 10. There's 8 wides. 1 leg by, 1 no ball. Just added to now by that extra there. Saints gave 13 wides, in fairness. That was Bridgewater's top score. No one got double figures. Bridgewater. Mr. Extras bats well, to be fair. Good player.
Pretty consistent.
Big heave. Oh, good fielding. Great fielding. Kudos down there, down below us. Was that Cook?
It is Cormac Cook, and I did mention earlier he's an absolute gun fielder.
You did say that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't normally put your gun fielders at 3rd man. On short 3rd, on the in the ring. But fair play. It was crucial there, because if that goes to 4, that's game done. Save 3 runs. Great bit of work.
You call that great captaincy?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Right-hander back on strike.
Noah Jones.
What's Noah Jones going to do to try and finish the game? 2 needed. Oh, Ollie Gribble, great bit of work. Leg stump, almost half volley. Tried to flick it, fell out the crease. Ollie Gribble, we talked about his squash pen and keeping for extra and Devon Hayes Dukes, and now Bridgie. Great work there, buzzing with that.
Could have gone too early, could be on.
How many more runs are needed? I'm getting worried now.
Wow. I text Ollie's dad saying, oh, can we have any thought on the terrible hairstyle of Ollie's duck? But he's made up for it with 2 quality stumpings, in fairness.
Another wicket, and I might go all Kevin Keegan and start saying I'd love it if we beat them.
Well, if you'd got a few more runs on the board, if you'd posted even anywhere near 100, it might have been a different.
It's very difficult back and forth, isn't it? Because you want to score quick. You expect the other team to put on a decent score, particularly when it's a quality team like St Andrews. And so the boys go out and maybe don't react to the wicket. and try and score really, really quickly. I mean, there are a number of and run out. And
Two really good run-outs. That run-out from Ben Mason, direct hit, and Thomas Watson, they were critical in the middle order.
That direct hit, how good was that? You
Yeah.
should mention that again. If you're going to watch the highlight, I think that my highlight of today's game, you'd probably have to say, was that direct hit. Run out. That's the best bit of cricket we've seen all day.
A couple of those Matravers in-swingers were pretty useful
pretty
as well.
So Matravers is going to come in with 1 run needed. Deep squares going back. I thought it would be a deep mid-wicket, cow corner. Fine leg sort of hovering. No, he's going to come back in the ring. Long on's back. First ball, no chance. Down the leg side, and they're going to chop through.
optimistic appeal.
And he's given us a leg bite. And James Travers has walked all the way out to the middle.
I think he wanted to put it in the river toe.
Yes.
To leave his mark.
Well,
I was about to say money on a 4 or a 6, because he does hit heavily big, doesn't he?
so Taunton St Andrews have quite comfortably won the Under-16 Somerset Smash final here. Bridgewater didn't score enough runs, but they fought back. Bridgewater have done well, to be fair to them. Take 4 wickets, make it slightly exciting. But, Mr. Roo, go on.
Well, thank you very much to Dan for his comments. Thanks very much to Bridgie. Yet again, the game played in fantastic spirit. Lovely team from boys, Bridgewater under-16s. They just didn't really get enough runs, did they? Said a couple of minutes ago, somewhere up near 100 would put a bit of pressure on our team. But a huge thank you again to everybody at the county ground for staging this final here. What an impressive setup it is up here in the media centre. With Ben Warren there. Great facility this is.
Yeah, well, I think I can add well done to St Andrews on a well-deserved victory. I think we knew arriving here that we were really up for a challenge against a very, very strong team, and that proved to be the case. I think had we put a few more runs on the board, could have made it a bit more competitive, but I think worthy winners on the day, game played in great spirit, so you say cricket's the winner?
Yes.
So we'll be back at 2:30 for the second final of the day. The under-18s will be here, so do come and join us on the YouTube live stream. Lansdowne Lions versus Dean Diamonds from 2:30. You still get free tickets. You can still come in and watch this afternoon, or watch on YouTube or on Facebook, or we'll post a link on Twitter. Thanks very much, gents,
well,
for
thank
joining.
you, Harry, for letting us come and join you. It's been a privilege.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for your support today at today's Under-16 Somerset Smash Final between Bridgewater and the Saints. Congratulations to the Saints on your victory, and we'd just like to say a few thanks on behalf of the Somerset Cricket Foundation before we get going with the presentation. We'd like to thank the groundsman and his staff for incredibly hard work, especially this morning, when the weather was a little bit wet. We'd also like to thank the Somerset County Cricket Club for their hosting of this competition. It means a big thing to everyone in Somerset to be able to put on a finals day like this at such a great ground like Somerset is. Not many other counties around the country do this, and it's very much appreciated. So massive hand to Somerset County Cricket Club. We'd also like to thank our umpires Terry Sterland and Canon Gagnathan, and the scorers Andrew Batstone and Chris Cowley for their hard work during the final. And would they like to come and get their awards from the table? Thank you. Also a massive thank you to Somerset's very own Tom Abe for presenting the presentation today. Thank you very much. So firstly, would we like to bring up the losing finalists, the captain, Thomas Fursden, and his team to receive their medals from Tom, please. Thank you. Well done, boys, congratulations on your route to the final. So I'm now here with the Bridgewater captain, Thomas Furland. So Thomas, obviously, commiserations, not the result you wanted on finals day, but what's been your highlight of this the Smash competitions this season?
Obviously one of my highlights is getting to get here. Obviously it's not very often you get to go on ground here, so certainly a highlight. In previous round, short and game due to rain, sort of dominated that game, come through quite confident.
And personally, out of your team, who would you like to thank for their contribution throughout the season? Has there been any big players in the team?
I don't think there's been one standout. I think everyone's chipped in together. It's been a good team performance to get here.
Okay, and do you enjoy the 100 ball format?
It's always short and sweet. So
Wasn't really into cricket as a kid, because knowing that was good.
Nice one, well, congratulations and a big round of applause for Thomas and his team today. Right, so now we come on to the Man of the Match award. This has been sponsored kindly by Adrian Gardner from Uphill Castle Cricket Club. And for his 3 for 3 from 11 balls, the Man of the Match goes to James Matrakis. Thank you, James. Look, what performance from you today? It looked like you had the ball hooping around corners. What's your secret?
Well, I just went the right areas when I needed to, so it was decent.
Excellent. And what's been your highlight for this season so far?
Well, playing it really, you don't get to do it, so lovely to get some Liverpool.
Any final celebrations this afternoon with the lads?
I think we'll have a bit of a sing-song in the dressing room. We'll have a good time in it.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. James Matrakis, everyone. And now we have Ben Mason, the captain of the winning team, Saints, to come up, collect their medals from Tom, and then come and have a quick interview. Thank you. Ben, can you come to the interview first? So Ben, obviously quite one-sided final, and you team dominated from the beginning. What was your highlight of today?
Desmond playing here was such a great opportunity to play where the first team played, play on the same pitch as they do. Been great, yeah.
What do you think inspires you and your team to do so well and compete in these sort of competitions?
I think just enjoying it mostly, like playing cricket. It's been fun throughout the competition, and hopefully it will continue.
Excellent. And was there anyone else you'd like to thank today from your club or from throughout the year?
I think just everyone that's put time into us and let us play. So yeah, Petra. Umpires and everything. Yeah, everyone's put time.
Excellent. Well, look, uni team, go and collect your cup from Tom, and congratulations. Your winning team, the Saints.